Speaking about Kung Lao Liu Kang,
Yeah.
Sam, how y'all like the Mortal Kombat movie?
I'm on the fence where other people are not on the fence. I don't think it was a bad movie at all. I think that was a great Mortal Kombat movie, bro. I mean,
I
the ones from the
personally,
90s.
I'm on both sides of the fence. Reason being is because, yes, I do believe it was a bad movie, but I don't believe it was a bad start, if that makes any sense. I think it has very good setup to what could possibly be a really good franchise movie wise. I think that Cole's story was very one dimensional, very honestly, it wasn't needed, but it closed out a certain chapter in Mortal Kombat that can be ignored going forward. You know what I'm saying? So I think Cole's story was supposed to open up Mortal Kombat and introduce us into that world and introduce us to how things are going to go going forward. My prediction is Cole's probably going to be fodderized like Johnny Cage was in the second Mortal Kombat movie. If y'all remember that, Johnny Cage died like hella early in the movie. But bringing in Johnny Cage, that's going to solidify the core combatants for the actual tournament. So whether Cole dies or however that's going to work, I don't think he's going to be around for the second movie in the actual tournament.
Let's talk about it. I think they actually set it up to where he can't die.
This Mortal Kombat, you can die.
No. I feel that, but I think like plot wise, I think they set it up to where he is so important. Dying is probably the last option. Like him dying would have to either A, reset the entire timeline, B, revive every single other fucking fighter in the world,
Cole?
or C, in the entire Mortal Kombat tournament. The reason I say that is because and I had to go back and I watched, you guys remember the animated movie for Scorpion's Revenge?
Yeah.
All right, so I went back and watched that the same exact night after I watched the Mortal Kombat. So the same night it released. And then I did a little bit of digging and whatnot, because the timeline for Mortal Kombat as a fighting game is probably one of the most put together stories out of any other fighting game that exists. And so
I beg to differ.
No. Because if you actually, I think if you actually look at Mortal Kombat, you can follow along. Like there's some things that are confusing, sure, but it's not like Street Fighter. Like Street Fighter is, this starts from 1 to 3, and then after that it goes to the future. Then you go back in time. Then you go back to the future, but not really in the future, but it's still in the future. Then you go past the future, but then in the same game you go backwards, and it's just like there's a lot of shit that doesn't make sense in Street Fighter, timeline wise. But the past couple of iterations of Mortal Kombat, from the games to the movies,
that totally didn't work,
and the comic books, they have put so much emphasis on the Shirai Ryu, whether that be restoring the clan, how important it was for the clan to die, or the clan in general. So him being the last living descendant of Scorpion, or the Shirai Ryu in general, I think they set up to where like him dying is the end all be all of the Shirai Ryu, because it's not gonna make another Scorpion.
Scorpion's alive though.
Takeda. Scorpion's alive, but he's not alive. Like he's still Hell Man Scorpion. So he can't make another Shirai. He can't give another woman babies. You know what I mean?
Yes, he can, and that's literally what happened.
Ain't that how he got a son?
No, he came back to life. Like he got his body and soul back.
Yeah,
and then had sex, and then made.
Well,
babies.
I mean, he didn't have another child. I'm just saying he rebuilt the Shirai Ryu as a human after being a Spectre.
Yeah. That for sure, but it's not like he's teaching that to Cole right now, is what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying. He doesn't need to, because that happens further in the future, and Cole doesn't need to exist.
But
I hate the movie, so I'm just like,
I'm sitting there listening to him. I'm just like, I don't like it.
I hate the movie.
I don't think the clan. I don't know. It's weird. You know how you put a lot of work into something just to delete it? Like, what if you put like 90 hours into a video, most fire video in your fucking life, and you're like, all right, I'm done, and then deleted it?
Yeah, and Cole was a full recording with no audio.
Yes.
I don't have anything for that. You got it.
I hate the movie.
I tapped the deck, bro. You got it. I forfeit.
I hate that fucking movie.
Yeah, but I agree with Mikey. It's a nice setup for a franchise that has potential.
I think that shit is fucking garbage. Keep the effects, Restart the fucking thing.
I mean, at this point, you don't need to restart it. Just get rid of Cole and have them go forward with what they've got.
You see, Cole's not the issue.
I think he is.
Issue.
I think the Arcana was the issue.
That's one of them. I think the biggest issue is nobody did their jobs.
Yeah. Kung Lao. Well, no. As far as plot wise, Kung Lao did his job. Kung Lao.
Not even just that. Kung Lao was the only character that stayed true.
The biggest of, I don't know, dude. I am just not a fan of that shit. I don't care about Cole. His actor just couldn't act that out. I think the character Cole and his lines and how they were delivered were very tone deaf to like the seriousness of the actual tournament itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the events that happened were kind of dumb because you just pretty much just killed off like hella people that were supposed to be star players in your tournament just for you to what? Go and grab random Outworld nigga number 3 that we know you're going to bring in characters that are going to be. So ideally they killed off Mortal Kombat 1 characters to bring in Mortal Kombat 2 characters when the actual tournament happens.
I can see that, but you still got to remember Shang Tsung. I mean, he could just bring them back.
Now, wait a minute. Now watch this. Shang Tsung didn't do nothing that entire thing. He broke the rules twice.
Mm-hmm.
Raiden, who is an elder god at this point, can invoke the rules of Mortal Kombat. He can. He literally said he couldn't interfere, but he interfered twice.
The problem with what this movie did was Shang Tsung was breaking all the rules when Mortal Kombat was not invoked.
Yeah.
That meant Raiden was not bound by those rules. So Raiden could literally fuck them up if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a major plot hole in this one movie, because if they actually went by the rules of Mortal Kombat, then Raiden could fight. Raiden could fuck all of them up, and he should have. But for this whatever the fuck that was before the tournament, it rubbed me the wrong way. Especially when you know the lore for Mortal Kombat.
Y'all know me. I know that's like the back of my hand.
Exactly.
It was not like Cole. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care about Cole because Cole could have been anybody else.
They should have just gave us Takeda.
They should have just gave us the regular Liu Kang prophecy.
Yeah, give us Liu Kang. Like, we didn't need Cole.
And speaking about Liu Kang, I didn't like how Liu Kang and Kung Lao are essentially fathers when they're the most powerful humans on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I didn't like how broken they made Bihan when Bihan gets his ass destroyed in the first tournament. He was strong back when in his prime and shit, but at this point, Bihan is not supposed to be that fucking strong, but he dead ass bodies every fucking body. The nigga
Well,
that he's
I think the people they put him up against, he would probably fight. Not Scorpion, but like him versus Jax with no arms. Yeah, Sub-Zero is winning that. Who else did he even fight? He didn't fight anybody.
He went up against Kung Lao Liu Kang. He fought Liu Kang, and he overpowered Liu Kang.
Kang should have body.
Yeah.
And Liu Kang was prodigal son. Like niggas, it's Liu Kang.
Yeah, it's Liu Kang.
Of Mortal Kombat. What the fuck are we talking about? What? You mean tell me this nigga walked in the base and that nigga Liu Kang threw a fireball and got hit once and fell to the ground? What? What?
Bro, he had a brain freeze.
This is Liu Kang. This is Liu fucking Kang.
He had a brain freeze.
Fucking Kang. The nigga can sit here and defeat a fucking elder god, but can't fight a fucking old ass grandpa ninja.
Hey, wait. Speaking of elder gods, all right, I have a question that I thought about. So elder gods are gods, but they're in human bodies?
They're not humans. They just take human form. They're dragons, really.
Yeah.
All right. So how come if like you snap their neck or some shit or like punch a hole through their chest, they're dead?
What?
Who did that?
All right. So hypothetically, right? Let's just say Raiden fights or whatever, and then I don't know, Goro smacks the shit out of his head, and his
Raiden
head goes
gets
flying off.
reincarnated.
Yep.
Okay, that's how that works.
When you kill another god, you're essentially killing their avatar, not their essence.
All right. Cool.
I thought that's how that worked.
That's what I would have assumed, but like anytime that I see somebody kill an elder god, what's his fucking name? Shinnok? And anytime that I saw like not Shinnok die, they were dead.
So when
Like-
Raiden blew himself up in Deception, he reincarnated into evil Raiden. That was where that whole thing came from. That's why he got
Mhm.
black, the dark armor and everything. He reincarnated, but unfortunately, the essence of Onaga corrupted him.
Okay.
And so it's like, damn, you fucked up my whole healing process. So I'm evil. Now I'm doing shit by. Now he has this toxic obsession with protecting Earth, and he's willing to kill Earth people to protect Earth.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, you kind of fucking up. You fucking up. But that's
I'm about to go back and watch Deception.
movie. The Mortal Kombat movie just makes me mad because it's just basically just making a movie that kind of like it just literally just takes the name of the characters and just does its own thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I understand Scorpion is like the popular guy, and having him be the center focus of something is not bad. Unfortunately, Scorpion, the most popular character in Mortal Kombat, comes within the last 15 minutes of the movie. Scorpion, not Hanzo.
Right.
Hanzo's the first 10 minutes of the movie. 15, 13, something like that.
Yeah. Sporadically pops up, but you know. here
No,
or
not
there.
even sporadically. They do like little stupid ass dagger shit. Mind you, this nigga Cole's having flashbacks of a dagger. He doesn't even have the dagger.
They could have did that so much. I'm like, you don't need Cole. Anyway, they could have did that so much better. Like even with Cole, they could have, I don't know, they could have had his grandma or somebody. Like he didn't have to be orphaned. You know what I'm saying? He could have been brought up as if he were Liu Kang. You know what I'm saying? He's the prophesied one. That's why you have the birthmark. That's why the birthmark has been passed down to you. Like he could have had some type of inkling of why he was having those dreams. Why, you know, I don't know. It just doesn't matter.
The next two
And
fighters that replace Kano and Kung Lao are gonna be new Sub-Zero and Johnny Cage.
yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
get the
can
new
see that.
Sub-Zero.
Is that Jihan, right?
No,
Who
Jihan.
is- What's his son's name? I don't know.
It's the brothers. They're brothers.
Okay.
It's Bihan and what's his name?
I forget his
Fuck.
name.
Fuck, he's the one I always forget because he's Sub-Zero.
Because
Yeah,
yeah,
he's the one that
he's
everybody
always been introduced as Sub-Zero.
Yeah, no matter you know Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 1 is Sub-Zero. That nigga dies.
Yeah, he dies in
that
Mortal
game.
Kombat 1. And Sub-Zero
he's
from
Noob, right?
He's
That's
Noob
who Noob.
Saibot,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay,
Noob
yeah.
Saibot.
You know, he's so much more likable as a character as Noob than he is Sub-Zero.
That's because in Sub-Zero they basically make him a mercenary. He's a killing machine. Like those brothers were trained to kill under the Grandmaster's like orders.
Yeah. No, I get that about the Lin Kuei, but I mean, like, it just feels like as Noob, this man just do whatever the fuck I want now.
As Noob, he don't give a fuck about nobody.
right.
He didn't care.
He tried to kill his brother 3 times.
Yep.
He knew who he was too. He knew it. It was like, wait a minute, Bihan, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I don't know that nigga
because
no more.
because
I don't know that nigga no more. What are you talking to me for?
because Grandmaster Sub-Zero took the Lin Kuei in a direction that he didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Basically,
That's why Noob Saibot wanted to kill Sub-Zero. Because that's not
Then he
me.
got
That's not
smoking shit. Man, fuck that movie.
Honestly, the whole time I thought smoke was coming out because Shang Tsung kept dropping in and out like through black smoke. And I'm like, all right, cool, smoke is here. And then it'd just be Shang Tsung. I'm like, bro, what? Like, ain't that supposed to be green?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. But nah, man. I just think there's a lot of room for improvement.
And what Kano though?
Kano carried the movie 100%. Kano was the comic relief and he was funny as fuck.
Fuck
I
that.
think Kano was like one of the only 3 characters true to them being the character. Yeah.
I would say Jack, Sonya, and Kano. All 3 of them were spot on for their acting. And then Kung Lao.
I think the Arcana superpower is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They had to justify it though.
No, they didn't.
Nah,
They
they
didn't.
just make machine. Okay.
Bro, think about it like this, right? Niggas, Marvel cinematic, like the Marvel universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is literally superheroes. You think niggas give a fuck about how the Guardians of the Galaxy got how they got?
No.
Them niggas saved the galaxy 3 times. Who gives a fuck? Why is it that we have to explain Sub-Zero, Liu Kang summoning fire.
You know what's funny about that? Sub-Zero that's not an arcana. He's not even explained as an arcana. He just fucking shoots ice because I'm from a clan that makes ice people.
But guess what? The Lin Kuei are Earth Realmers.
Yeah.
So that's why that's fucking stupid. See what I'm saying? Why can't we just have superpowered niggas be super powerful? Jack should have gotten his arms ripped off, and the fucking Shaolin monk should have gave him those fucking arms.
Hell yeah.
Not his fucking scrawny ass arms, the big ass arms. Why? Because Raiden knows how to do that shit.
Help, please.
Liu Kang is known for being strong-willed. He's a prodigy. Why the fuck does he need an arcana to be able to use his ki? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
Kung
even get
Lao's
the point.
entire hat. Kung Lao is the next best thing. He's stronger than Liu Kang. In that instance, he's stronger than Liu Kang. Why the fuck do we have to explain that he can use his fucking his hat to teleport around and shit?
And we only got it once. Out of all the times to not be able to teleport when you get your soul sucked out of.
Sonya Blade was the first of 3 people chosen for the Mortal Kombat tournament originally.
Yep.
She just by chance happened to be there in her movie, in that movie in particularly. And she didn't get her arcana until killing who?
Until she killed Kano.
Kano.
And then literally right after she killed Kano, she had her powers.
Exactly. Yep. The whole, you're born with this thing shit makes no fucking sense because Jack said that shit in the movie. Yeah, you're born with it. I got it too. Okay, nigga, what the fuck do you do? Why do you lose to Sub-Zero if you got it, my nigga? Your arcana automatically summons itself when you get your fucking arms? Fuck out of here. Sonya unlocks her arcana and her fucking her purple fucking little laser blast things are nowhere near connected to her fucking character. But if you know Mortal Kombat, you know that it's a gadget ring that she has on her fucking arms.
That's why they came from the military.
You don't have to have the shit explained.
What they should have done, because they showed off that room.
Just be fucking powerful. Imagine Johnny Cage's whole new storyline with just being, yeah, you were born with this power. He's a part of a Mediterranean bloodline group of niggas that fought alongside gods and shit. He can do that. You can't do that. Don't try doing what he can do. Sonya Blade, you just happen to be really good at fighting. Relax, Ma. You're not Johnny Cage. You know what I'm saying? You're not Johnny Cage. You're not.
Hey, honestly though, Johnny Cage will say that for himself.
Jax and Sonya should be the only human characters, the only by chance characters, and maybe Kano. Kano just happens to have a laser eye. But
that nigga got mad.
He got mad. Like, bro, he gets his laser eye from the fucking metal thing. Him getting his eye stabbed. He's not supposed to die there.
Yeah.
Because what's gonna happen is he's gonna take those niggas, revive them. Kano's gonna come back with a fucking metal eye.
And he didn't even get that until Mortal Kombat 2. That he had a knife in Mortal Kombat 1. He threw knives.
A regular ass dude in Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
The humans should have just been humans, and the superhumans should have just been superhumans, and the other world creep should have just been that. The boss' whole storyline is he worked for Kano and he got burnt to shit.
Yep.
That should be it. Natara is the only vampire in the fucking series. She can be that. You know what I'm saying?
She was fodder.
There was no explanation on Natara. There didn't need to be because she was going to die in that movie. That's fine. That scene was great because it was literally just Kung Lao and her fighting.
I hate that they brought her in just to get killed, though.
That arcana shit did not need to happen. It did not need to happen.
Yeah, it didn't.
You're fighting Reiko. Reiko is this meathead. He's not like that in their original fucking stuff.
I said the same thing. They made that nigga ugly as hell in the movie.
Reiko is not what they made him in that movie. You just killed a whole 20 years of a character in one movie. Goro is the champion of Mortal Kombat for 9 consecutive fucking years. This nigga Cole by chance can kill Goro?
He had to protect his family, bro. You know they say when you're protecting your children, you get superpowers. So
nigga.
Hey, listen.
Where was he at when Sub-Zero was attacking him then? Come on, man.
What you mean?
In the beginning.
Yeah. What you mean, bro? He didn't know about it then. He didn't have the knowledge. You know, he didn't have the knowledge.
No, but the nigga Cole was that was literally an amazing Street Fighter.
Yeah.
He
Who
was
never
a
finished the
Street
fight?
Fighter.
Apparently he couldn't uppercut.
He couldn't.
No,
His whole thing was not controlling the fight. Like he's not able to control some shit.
Fighter. Not only was he a Street Fighter, they brought that nigga to that temple to train just to be ass.
Yeah.
Right.
And he quit and went home.
And he quit and went home. It's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Let's talk about the fucking acting, bro. That shit was fucking garbage.
Liu Kang was not his character. That was not Liu Kang's character. I get it, he's a monk, but Liu Kang, that wasn't Liu Kang.
That wasn't Liu Kang at all.
No. I don't.
I think Kung Lao was up there for his character though.
No. Kung Lao, I would say Kano, Kung Lao, Jax, and Sonya were the only 4 characters in that movie that did their roles right.
I'd say Hanzo did his role right too. Not Scorpion, Hanzo.
Well, I mean, yeah. Even I think they should have played the beginning of that movie exactly how they did the animated movie. Because
with Sub-Zero just straight up killing niggas?
No, explaining the Scorpion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, with Quan Chi, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Like when Scorpion, when Hanzo was out with his son, he was explaining the will of a scorpion, and they watched the scorpion on the anthill, and he was like, "Damn, that scorpion's getting fucked up." And then Hanzo was just like, "Well, you know what? Keep watching." And then the scorpion just fucked up all the ants and whatnot because of how they did that, and that's why his name is the Scorpion, because his will was so strong. Yeah. So I think they should have kept that bar for bar. That was a very powerful thing for him to come back and be Scorpion.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just don't like that. I also don't like that. They completely null and voided Quan Chi.
Yeah, exactly.
Scorpion so happened to be revived. It's like no, that's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all. But whatever. I
think they could. I think they were playing on him not really being known at the time. Because I don't even remember Quan Chi and MK1 having that explained.
Quan Chi was definitely an afterthought, but
Quan Chi was not only was Quan Chi an afterthought, but he was always there though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So in the movie, I think they were playing off the fact of he's there, but you don't know he's the reason. Because even Shang Tsung didn't know Quan Chi was the one that did that either.
Yes, but Raiden did.
Yeah, Raiden knows everything.
Raiden knows about that whole exchange and how Bihan got over. He knows what happened.
You know what's funny? In this movie, how they were playing on Scorpion doing the revenge thing and I gotta kill Sub-Zero. They didn't once have an interaction between him and Scorpion and Raiden's whole, you always have a choice. Don't do X, Y, and Z. Blah 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 blah.
No, because it was 2 separate movies.
The movie's fucking dick. The movie's a 4 out of 10. That movie is a 4 out of 10.
It was 2 separate movies in one.
About it are the remixes to the original theme of Mortal Kombat.
I hated those.
And fuck, them shits were decent. The Mortal Kombat remixes and the special effects. Everything else is fucking garbage. Cole was a trash actor. All the characters in that shit were basically fodder. The events did not need to happen at all. I don't like that shit at all. That shit is fucking garbage. Will I watch the second one? Probably. I'm pirating it. If we ever come back, I pirated it. Sue me all you want. I don't give a fuck. That shit was garbage. That shit was garbage. That shit was trash. That shit was fucking garbage. That shit disrespectful as hell. I was watching that shit. I'm just like, bro, this shit is. Let me give it a couple more minutes, see if I like it. Oh. Now let me see it. And by that point, it was already about the end of the movie. I'm like, bro, this shit is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it took. I thought it was great the first time I watched it, but then I had time to sit on it, and I was just like, damn, that didn't make sense. Damn, that didn't make sense either. Holy shit, this movie is garbage.
Everybody did their jobs in that Mortal Kombat movie. The movie would not need to exist. Because the only reason why niggas broke the rules, the fact that nigga Raiden let Shang Tsung come to his thing in the first place, automatically let me know that shit was gonna be ass.
They just made Raiden a bitch, and I've never seen. Raiden can be a bitch. I'm not gonna say that. I've never seen him be a bitch like frame one.
You think Raiden's a bitch?
I said he can be a bitch. Raiden allows things to happen, rules or not, that he should not allow to happen.
So
He just seems non-confrontational.
that's the funny thing about it. That's the whole purpose of the timelines. That's all. Him interfering with the timelines is why Shao Kahn won Armageddon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shit back and was like, you have to let them do this shit. And now, you know what I'm saying? Now you get the, oh, I saw the future. We gotta let this shit happen. No, Raiden, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's literally what happened in Mortal Kombat 11.
Because the original Mortal
Mhm.
Kombat is literally, hey, Shao Kahn's doing this, we have to stop him. Shinnok's doing this, we have to stop him. Shang Tsung's doing this, we have to stop him. We have to stop them is the whole driving force for the whole Mortal Kombat original,
Mhm.
just for the villain to win, and then restart. You have to let these niggas do this. You have to let, but then having Shao Kahn do his thing, Liu Kang dies. Johnny Cage takes center focus. Shinnok just so happened to take advantage of the fact that Liu Kang was gone.
Yeah.
Shinnok was like, oh shit, Liu Kang and Shao Kahn are dead? Oh yeah, Quan Chi, go revive them niggas now. Go revive them niggas now. I want this. And that's what happened.
Yep. And they became remnants, and then after that, time travel.
Yeah. But I'm not, fuck that movie.
Mm.
Fuck that movie.